he erupts. So he go. He's basically this Pearson screaming from the depths. This whatever
Yeah.
sadness was coming out through the guitar, and he goes and he's emptying it out, right? And
Yeah,
he's
because
putting it
once
all out on
once
the floor.
I was just thinking that once it's out, he relax. It's like
And
it's
then, right,
relaxed.
because in real life, you go through something traumatic,
Yeah,
or you go through,
yeah,
it might, whatever, when you think about certain things that, you've gone through in life that have caused you to like be emotionally drained, right? You're
yeah,
drained. So when you're
yeah.
drained, you really can't move up another muscle, right? So it's basically, so those times during the song when he was drained, then you hear like the bongos coming in, and then you got this,
Right,
and then you
right.
got these other little sounds coming in, and you got a little guitar,
Yeah,
whatever, but something
yeah.
else. And then the xylophone, there was
Right, that's
there
right.
was
Yeah,
there was a
yeah. I remember
xylophone that
that.
was going on, and
Yeah.
and and stuff. And then he's like, all right, I got my breath back, I got some strength, I'm not done pouring my heart out. Hi, welcome to another episode of Into the Music, and my name is Greg, and that's Chris over there. And Chris, what do you have for me tonight?
Okay, something very special, dear to my heart. I got a song by Funkadelic. It's called, don't be misled by the name. It's called Maggot Brain.
Maggot brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Maggot brain. Maggot brain.
Maggot Brain, Maggot Brain. He's like, you're writing your own song.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
I think you're gonna. It's just it'll blow. It might. Hopefully, it'll blow you away. It blew me
Okay.
away. It does every time I hear it. Um, and just let me know.
I will let you know. All right, cool.
Wow, look at that image. That's crazy. All right, this is Maggot Brain. Let's go. I never thought just 1 pound of a drum would just be so effective. That's crazy. That sound that we're getting from the drum. That guitar is beautiful. I'm bringing that back. Not all the way to the beginning, just where that guitar kicked in again. That's gorgeous. So who's playing guitar? Who's playing that solo? Yeah, please let me know. I mean, I'm sure Chris is going to also let me know when we talk. But anything you know about this band, please put in the comments. It's like ripping my heart out right now. That guitar is just absolutely ripping my heart out and smashing it. It's crazy, crazy. The wah wah effect right now on that guitar is just, it's just so effective. You know, it's just stirring something inside. I mean, how can it not? I mean, if you're listening to this, if you've been listening to this along with me and you're not feeling something, I don't know, man. I don't know. Um, all right. What instrument is that, though? I guess the keyboards? That's a xylophone. That's a xylophone. So here's the thing, and it's almost over, and then we'll write it out. I'll bring it back a little bit, but these are four chords, just four chords, and and yet, and it's a almost a 10-minute song. So you would think just four chords repeating themselves over and over and over for almost 10 minutes that that would be a recipe for like, like boredom, shut this damn thing off. But for some reason, I want actually more than this. I want more. I want it to go for another 5 minutes. This is just so, it's so, um, it's soulful as far as like it's coming from the soul. It's coming from the soul. It's coming from the bottom, you know? Um, just so much emotion being put into that guitar playing right now, and all the other instruments that they're throwing in there, the xylophone, the bongos, there's other stuff going on, keyboards, everything. It's just all clicking together. Yeah, really interesting song. Let's bring it back a little bit, just a little bit, and let's write it out. Oh, that's cool. That's so good. That sound effect. Wow, that is a real wow. I find myself saying wow to a lot of these reactions, like wow, wow. Usually when you don't know what else to say. And but this is just a real well earned wow. It's a wow. Um, again, I could have listened to another 5 minutes. Uh,
So, talk to me.
Yeah, Maggot Brain. Maggot Brain was like amazing. It was I didn't realize it was going to be an instrumental. I was waiting for the vocals to
You
come
know, I'm
in.
kind of big on instrumentals lately,
Yeah, you are. You
with the
are.
reaction.
And like 2 minutes in, I'm like, I don't think anyone's coming in to sing, like well, where the hell's the singer?
Right.
And but you didn't need that. You didn't need that. This
Oh,
was a just
absolutely
a
not. The
cool,
guitar
chill
part
vibe.
enough.
It was a cool, chill vibe right from the beginning. I mean, I said it maybe more than once in the reaction that when you have a song that's just four chords and it just plays those four chords, from
Mhm.
beginning to end for 10, close to 10
Yeah,
minutes,
it never altered really.
and it
I think
had
it
me.
did in one spot, but not really.
And we just did a reaction. I think it was a Marshall Tucker one that we just did that people will
Right.
see, where I think he was saying, "Hey, you could have used another few minutes of that song." And I was like, every song has its beginning and end, and that's
Yeah.
it. This was one where I could have definitely used. Funny to say that, right? For close to
More
10-minute
time. Yeah.
song. I could use another 5 minutes of that because I
It
mean
goes
he was
by fast. You're in it.
yeah,
Once you
you are
start
in
hitting it,
it.
you're in it.
You are in it. I mean, this guy was having, the guitarist was just he was just pouring his heart and soul out
He
to
was
that
having a
guitar.
field day, as they say.
He was having a field day and he had his heart, just basically connected to the guitar and it was just pumping, whatever agony, pain,
Yeah,
whatever he was
I
going
was going to say
through.
that you go through so many different emotions with this song,
Yeah,
and it leads you in so slowly. It's so mellow and relaxing, and then there's such like sadness, anger,
right.
confusion,
You know,
heartache.
I'm
It's just
so
amazing.
I'm so glad you mentioned confusion because you know
It's that wrestling thing again, like we talked about with Marshall Tucker, where there's this like two things going at each other, but then there's resolve too. Like we
that's the
talked about
thing.
that with Jeff Beck too.
He erupts, so he go, he's basically this piercing screaming from the depths, this whatever
Yeah,
sadness was coming out through the guitar, and he goes and he's emptying it out, right? And
yeah.
he's
Because
putting it
once
all out on
once
the floor.
I was just thinking that once it's out, he relax. It's like
And
it's
then right, because
relaxed.
in real life, you go through something
Yeah,
traumatic or you go through, it might, whatever, when you think about certain things that you've gone through in life that have caused you to like be emotionally drained, right? You're
yeah,
drained, so when you're
yeah.
drained you really can't move up another muscle, right? So when you it's basically so those times during the song when he was drained, then you hear like the bongos coming in, and then you got this,
Right,
and then you
right.
got these other little sounds coming in, and you got a little guitar,
Yeah,
whatever, but something
yeah.
else. And then the xylophone, there was
Right. That's
there
right.
was
Yeah,
there was a
yeah. I remember
xylophone that
that.
was going on and
Yeah.
and stuff, and then he's like, all right, I got my breath back, I got some strength, I'm not done pouring my heart out, and it just picks
Right,
up the
right,
guitar
right.
and just goes again, with
Yeah.
that. I guess it was the wah wah pedal, whatever it was. It
Mhm.
was this, with the reverb, and it was just crazy.
Yeah,
And he did that what 5, 6, 7 times,
yeah.
just taking you around the world and coming back, drained again,
And that
and then one more time.
those
Yeah,
four chords, because it was so basic, it's just like it gets you in the cyclical thing, because
yeah,
it's not veering off into anything else. It's just opening things wide for the guitar player. I
right,
just want to give some facts on the song.
yeah,
Okay, the name of the guitar player, the lead guitar player, is Eddie Hazel,
okay,
um, and this is interesting. Um, this is the origin of the song, supposedly, is that George Clinton, who is really basically the leader of Funkadelic, um,
from Parliament, right? Didn't he do the
yeah,
band Parliament?
Parliament too, yeah.
Yeah,
George Clinton, okay. Um, Supposedly, it was recorded in one take. I'm reading this off of Wikipedia, so it must be
okay,
right. Um, it was recorded in one take
that's
when
crazy. Wow.
George Clinton, under the influence of LSD, told guitarist Hazel during the recording session to play as if he had been told his mother was dead. And Clinton says, I told him to play like his mother had died, to picture that day, what he would feel, how he would make sense of his life, how he would take a measure of everything that was inside him. Now, I read elsewhere
Okay.
that George Clinton told him, imagine your mother had died, but then after a little while, you found out that she didn't. So that's pretty cool. Now,
Wow.
George Clinton was under the influence of LSD supposedly, but so it's gonna take you to some wild places.
But
So
uh,
whatever he told him, it
yeah,
worked.
I'm not trying to be
Because
funny here. I'm actually really not trying to be funny. That's the story. It's not like Clinton was telling him your mother died, or something.
no, 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 it was like imagine.
It was
Play
just
as he said.
imagine.
No, he
Yeah.
said to play as if. Hopefully, Eddie Hazel heard the as if. Or I don't think he'd pick up his guitar first, you know.
Yeah, I was just
He'd,
saying.
he'd be calling a family member to confirm it.
Well, thanks for letting me know. All right, what are we
Thanks.
on? On take number
Yeah.
six.
Gonna miss you, Mom, but I gotta play this. Oh,
All right, but here's the thing, though. Um, and I mean, you play guitar, right? And I do some
I
guitar,
just hang them on the walls, man.
and the thing is that you could play guitar and you could just play a song, play the chords and you're done, or you can really put yourself into the song, into
Yeah,
every note, every make it just um and so he must have, like, at that point of his career, been able to tap into something. And so I guess
yeah,
imagine when Clinton is like, hey, imagine, like,
yeah,
I got it,
yeah.
and
Well, it's
just
it,
man, oh man, he really
it's like
completely, if that's what he was like, sort of had in his head, then he loved his mom a lot, because
yeah.
you just heard
Well, that
just
yeah,
this
that leap of imagination really it,
screaming of a guitar,
it's
like that guitar
it,
was screaming at
it's like
times.
you said earlier, like it's like his heart's connected to the and coming out to the
Yeah,
guitar, kind of.
yeah.
And because you play guitar too, you get the feeling sometimes where I'll get it where I pick up the guitar and it's like such a foreign thing to me. It's like I say, this ain't working with me. We're not connecting here. And
Yeah,
there are other times where you feel like it's an extension of yourself.
yeah.
I wish I could get to that point like he did, but sometimes you just feel that it is part of you, and it's such a cool feeling because, like we always say, it's all about expression. So. Um,
It's bliss,
it just
you
yeah, that's
it
why
just
music just amazes me. It's
yeah,
just it's an extension of ourselves. And
yeah, yeah. And
he definitely he hit the nail on the head, man.
you never know when those musical stars are gonna align, and that day, that night, that when you pick that guitar up,
Yeah,
it's just gonna click, it's
yeah.
just
And they
it's gonna
say they
click.
did it in one take. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
well, they did, they did some things afterwards. They added the delay on the guitar.
yeah.
So that's pretty
Clint
prominent in some areas.
Clinton must have heard something up until that point to, like, be excited, like, where he's like, we're not leaving this room until what I'm sensing here, what I'm, like, hearing, we got to get
Yeah,
this
yeah.
out,
It'd
even
be
on LSD
interesting.
or not. The fact that he had the
Yeah,
wherewithal,
yeah,
because I mean, something like that doesn't really happen by chance. I mean, I'm not
yeah,
saying that this guitarist planned it all out. Okay, I'm gonna, like, really pour my heart and soul out here, and
yeah,
then I'm gonna just be able to turn it on like that and off. But just that, I'm sure they were in the studio, they were, messing around, they had and then it was like everybody was, like, ripe, ready for the, to, like, turn into this crazy, mournful,
yeah, yeah. That thing
soulful,
sounded like it was trying to control
psychedelic,
his eyes out sometime.
yeah, no, I loved it. I just simply loved it. I really did. I mean, again,
Yeah,
almost 10 minutes long.
yeah,
And when I saw at my last stop, and I saw that, we didn't have long. We had like 3 minutes left. And I was like, I could use another 5 minutes, but um, and that was after actually stopping and pulling back a little bit and pulling back a
yeah.
little bit. So yeah, yeah. This was beautiful. It really was.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm really glad you liked it. I knew
yeah.
you would. I knew you would.
Yeah, well, familiar with Clinton and Parliament and that funk, and I do like
Yeah,
that funk sound. So you
yeah.
got any more stuff?
I like the way he dresses.
Yeah, yeah, very cool. Do you have any more Funkadelic stuff that
I
you're
gotta
thinking
go
about?
through some of it. I'll
All right,
find
cool.
something.
Yeah, find it, man. Good. All right. So while he's in the meantime, while he's finding some new funk for me, all right,
I'll tell you right now.
I want to say thank you to everyone watching this episode, and for for just staying with us, helping us, become the site that we're becoming. It's really exciting. And like and subscribe, and Chris, any final words?
No, I think we really covered this song. I think
All right.
really I'm just glad we both feel the same about it.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah,
cool. This is all. That's what these reactions are about. It's a shared experience, you know. Like when we started watching reaction videos ourselves, you're connecting with that person who's doing the reaction,
Yeah.
even though they did it at a different time than you're watching. It's just a shared experience, and that's, we connect with other people that way. So it's just really cool to me. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking about why do I like these reaction videos? It's so strange. Because I'll explain them to people, and so if they haven't experienced them, they're like, why would you why would you watch somebody react to something? Like, what the hell is that? But
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I think it's the shared experience thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And through the comments that we're getting to many of our songs,
Hmm.
we feel that connection. We feel like that connection is being
Yeah,
made, and
yeah.
and it's you know, um, we're honored and we're humbled, and we want to just keep doing it and putting out more stuff. So, again, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Into the Music.
See y'all.